Hello guys, welcome back to PyAI Hub. So far we have learned how to query and analyze data, but in real world analysis, we often need to clean and format data. For example, converting names to uppercase, extracting parts to text, or working with dates. Okay, so to do this, we use string and date functions. So let's explore step by step. Before that, who are new to this video, I would like to say that first of all, you need to take the terminal using Control plus Windows plus R, and in Windows itself. Okay. Afterwards, you give the location where you want the code to be plus the CD. So the location will be changed. Afterwards, you need to call the duckdb. Okay. So we call our duckdb with a PyAI Hub Analytics DB because it's important. And if you just call this, you will automatically create the file with database with a DB extension. So don't worry about that. But you should worry when. So here shows table show tables. I'm using show tables. So you can see that there are employees, marks, sales, student info, and students. So we already follow this pattern. So if you are new here, you may not get the flow, but you can create the table. So here I would like to take the students table. So we are working with that. Okay. So that's how the beginners can follow this. Okay. Now our core idea. Today we are moving to string functions and date functions. Okay. The string functions works with text and date functions work with date. Okay. So that's our core idea. And let's start with string functions. Okay. But before that, we need to go through something. So as we are using students table, we need to select star from students, and it will definitely help the newcomers. So we will get the students table. You may not have this, so you can create a students table with one or 1 to 4 values. Okay, and you can also run this. Now we are going to do something with string functions. Okay, so here we are doing with upper or lower. So now we are going to do an example based on that. And we are using the students table which contains the names. So we are taking the column names, and sometimes names are not in consistent formats. Okay, so now we are going to convert the text into uppercase or lowercase, and lowercase. Okay, so we are going to do that. Now you can see our names are consistent because we inserted the data, so it's consistent. But while using this code, let's select names and use a comma, name, and then upper, place name inside, and then s, upper name. So here I give upper name, comma, lower name inside, just like upper, then s, lower name. Okay. Now we need to mention where we are taking the names from. We are taking the names from students table. So we use from students table. Then write. So you can see here two tables, two columns, upper names and lower names. Okay. So here we converted the name columns into uppercase and lowercase. And we use this to standardize the data, improve readability, prepare clean reports. Okay. So this helps us to get clean reports without any inconsistency in stream. Okay. Or letters. Okay. So that's about uppercase and lowercase in string function. Now we are moving to length. Okay. We are going to do another example that is based on length. So we are using the same students table itself. This time we want to know the length of each name. Okay. So first of all, we change that name to uppercase and lowercase. Now our next function is length. So it will help us to count how many letters in these names. Okay, so let's do it by select. First of all, we need to select what we need. So select, here I need the names, the column name. Here we are taking names. Afterwards, we use the length function and place the names here. And then as we are aliasing it to name as length, name length, and we are mentioning where we are taking it from, the table name students. Okay, so here you get the how many letters in a name. Abdul has 4, Mira has 5, Ananya has 6, and Deepak has 6. Neha has also 4. Okay, so this shows the number of characters in each name. And we use this for validation, checking data quality, also analyze text patterns. Okay, so this help us to validate something. Okay, so now we learned uppercase and lowercase function and length function. And now we are moving to concat. Okay, you may hear about concat. Concatenation, yeah, it's a niche word we use in CSE. Okay, so now we are going to use the concat function. And we are going to combine data. So as you know, the concat means combine the columns. Okay, we are using the students table itself, which has name and city, and we are going to convert them into a single readable column. Okay, that's what we are going to do. Okay, so let's move to our code. So let's say, as I said that we are taking the students table. From there, we are taking two columns that are name and city. Afterwards, we are using. So here we are using double vertical bar, and afterwards, let's see. Sorry. So double vertical bar, then the quotation and dash quotation. Okay, let's give a space between that, and we say it like in technical way we say this differently. Okay, so it's like applying the ANSI concatenation operator to join columns with a string literal containing a hyphen. Okay, so that's how we say this. It's a ANSI concatenation operator to join columns. Okay, so I just mentioned this for your knowledge. Okay, we don't want any confusions, but just to know about that. Okay, and afterwards we use city as we use the name city. Let's say city and as full info. Okay, then um, let's use here the names and then the city. Okay, and we use the names and then the city because we need to combine something. So here we use a comma, then we use name and this one and the city. As we say it as full info. So the table name will be full info. From which table? Students table. Okay. So this is how we write. And you can see this as an SI concatenation for joining columns. Okay. So you see it here. Okay. This combines the name and city into one column. And we use this for dashboards, reports, user-friendly display. Now we get the full info of the people. And there are null values where the info is missing. So it plays as null. Okay. That's how our concatenation work. And this is what we used here. Okay. NSI concatenation operator. Okay. So this is with a hyphen. We say this as hyphen and strings. Okay. Now the part 2. That's our date functions. Okay. Now we are going to use date functions in this students info table. Okay, last time we are using students table and now we are moving to student info table, which contain date of birth of students because we are using date functions. And now we are moving to that. So we are using student info table, which contains the date of birth, and now we are going to extract only the year. Okay, it contains date of birth, but we only need the year. So let's do that. First of all, let's select what we want to do. Date of birth. Okay, first of all, we need to select and know if the column names are same as we write. Okay, select star from, let's say select star from student info. Okay, afterwards, let's get the student info. We get the date of birth and let's select star from date of birth, and then let's use the function extract. So we are extracting it and we are giving year from date of birth and using as birth year. Okay, and we are mentioning from where we are taking it. We are taking it from the student info table. Okay, we have a error here, like we missed a comma. That was our error. Okay, let's add a comma, run it again. So we get our birth year in int format. You can see the format is different while we only fetch the year. Okay, so this convert the full date into, and we use this for age calculations, grouping data by year, and analysis. Okay, so just remember the word extract function in our date function. Okay, now we are going to extract the month from the date. Okay, last time we extracted the year, now we are going to extract the month. So just only change the year to month, and also you need to change this thing to month. Okay, we get the month 7 11 7. Okay, so this is how it works. This helps us to analyze date by months and used in monthly reports, trends, seasonal analysis. While you want to know how many people born in this specific month. So this is how we extract things and analyze the data. Okay. Now we are going to get today's data, today's date using SQL. Okay, that's interesting, right? To get today's date, let's just say today's select current date. Yeah, today's 3 and April and 2026. So just get to know, you need to understand where is the year placed and then month, then date. This is how it arranged. Okay. So this returns the today's date. And we use this for tracking time, filtering recent data, or calculating ages. So today was a bit longer day. We learn a lot. And as a recap, in this lesson, we didn't just learn functions, we learned how to convert data, clean data, extract meaningful informations. And this is exactly what data analysis do in real world projects. So in the next lesson, we will explore union and union all, which help us to combine results from multiple queries. Okay. So now we are not just querying data. We are no more beginners. We are intermediate. We are transforming it. We are transforming data to insights. We are transforming data for analysis. Okay. No more you are a beginner. Okay. So as a recap, we learned about string function and date functions. In string functions, we had uppercase, upper function. We just use upper, don't uppercase, not uppercase. Then lower, and we used length in string function. And when it comes to concat, we don't use the word, we use the ANSI concatenation, double vertical bar, and hyphen, the dash and quotation marks. Okay, that's what we use in string function. When we come to date, we use the word extract to extract the year, month, date from that. Okay, so we just transformed it. We do very well here. And I hope this video helped you a lot in your real data analysis project. Okay, then bye.